Hello, it is William calling from Wiwibloggs, starting this Wiwi jury video with a question. What's the way out? I don't think I know how to love anymore, and if love invites me, I can't accept now. Well, that is what Elisa from Portugal says in her song Medo De Sentir, Afraid of Feeling. The question is there a way to the final? Shall we talk about it?
Let's
Do
do
this!
this.
Eu não era assim, mas agora tenho medo de sentir. Pergunta ao tempo, ele sabe tudo sobre mim.
Bom dia! Hello! I love Portuguese because it has a language quality, and I think this quality is so beautiful in music. It can kind of lull you into another place, and let me tell you, my girl Elisa is lulling me. When Devin and I first reviewed this song on Spotify, only Spotify, no visuals, I thought it was very pleasant. Then when I saw it live, I thought it was really boring. But then today I was on my bicycle and I was listening to it, and once again, I thought it was very pleasant. So what I'm trying to say is, for me, this song is great to listen to on the radio or as background music in a movie, but when it comes to center stage, you'd have to have a big ol' LED, Death Star, supernova, champagne supernova explosion to keep it visually interesting, because a pretty woman with a pretty voice in a dress against an LED with some colors, it just doesn't cut it. But as a studio cut, it's beautiful. Angus.
I agree, actually. I also think this is a really beautiful song. It's funny, when I was talking about the Portuguese songs of our Portuguese correspondent, Bernardo Tavares Pereira, Passapartout and Barbara was the first one that everyone was kind of drawn to. And I actually found that rapidly became quite cloying, kind of saccharine, a bit too La La Land. And this sort of crept up on me. But it is sort of this thing that Portugal has started to do quite well in recent years, of sort of beautiful modern pop songs, but in the Portuguese language. I concur. The national final staging does not set me on fire, but equally in kind of a spiritual, ethereal ballad, I don't know that kind of a massive Death Star screen effect is quite the right answer for it either. I think something driven by kind of lighting with sort of an emotional build or energy or progression, kind of like a Sanna Nielsen type thing, would probably have suited this much better. But as a song, I think it's really beautiful. I like it. Commend them for staying in their own language, because that gives it its own kind of unique selling point. And yeah, I don't know, staging-wise, Portugal have been quite good at doing quite out there concepts in the past 3 years. I'm going to move on. You know, you think Salvador just stood there and sang his song. You know, you had Conan with the death dropping and everything else that was wildly going on and happening for them. But yeah, on the song itself, I really enjoy it and I like. And it's perfect for kind of yoga or a cool down post workout. I think it's really nice. It's just, yeah, I like it. What can I say?
Yeah, I think the words I would generally use to describe it are sweet and pleasant. I enjoy it. It's really lovely to listen to. Is it enough for me to say, yes, I'm definitely going to, pick up the phone and vote for it? No, unfortunately not. But I have very little to dislike about it. I have zero qualms sort of overall with the song. It's definitely something more for an audio experience rather than on the big Eurovision stage, maybe. And I think Portugal have generally just sort of copied and pasted the staging from Festival de Canção in recent years and put that on the big Eurovision stage. So, if that is the problem for most people, then likely is it probably wouldn't have come to life that much greater on the Eurovision stage. But yeah, I think there's some really lovely lyrics behind it. It does touch me at points, and yeah, it's sweet and pleasant, but it's not gripping me to sort of vote for it.
If you give me your hand, I don't know how I'll react. If you speak from the heart, it feels like I'm listening again. One more illusion that doesn't take long to leave. Debin.
You forgot the part where she says, loneliness insists on coming back to me. You know, the trouble with this is that I don't want to, she calls it the fear of feeling. I've got the fear of appearing duplicitous. Because when we reviewed the Festival de Canção's songs, I think I spoke very favorably on this. But post Festival de Canção, I'm just like, and I feel a part of me has to commit to liking it at some point. I think it's sweet. I think it's pleasant. I think that it's it's a nice sensory sort of listen. It's got pleasant tones, but I think it's also lacking in impact. Elisa was a student at the Music Academy in Lisbon, and of course she's just recently been signed to Warner Records, so I think there's a really bright future ahead of her. And I can see why. She's got a beautiful voice, and her compositions have a bit like Dido, She's not fireworks, but she's shifted loads and loads and loads of records, and she has a commercial appeal. And I think Elisa is the same. Also, I get the sense, again, when you've deconstructed the lyrics, that there's a very metaphorical richness to her lyrics, and which is probably lost in English. I mean, the fear of feeling in itself just sounds bonkers. I mean, what is the fear of feeling?
A fear of opening up, a fear of letting other people in, a fear of reckoning with your deepest secrets and darkest emotions. That's a fear of feeling.
Okay, take it away, girl.
In any case, why don't we go around and give our score?
You haven't given us your account.
I think I did at the beginning, but basically, I'm going to quote from the song. I wasn't like this, but now I'm afraid of feeling. Ask time. He knows everything about me. Well, girl, ask time and he will tell you this. It's a long time when you're on the stage before you get off, because without appropriate visuals, this is just so boring. However, ask time what it's like to listen to you on a bicycle and he will fall in love, because I think this makes your experiences nicer as background music. It enhances your in the moment, vibe. But as a centerpiece, it just doesn't work. It's too beautiful lullaby, and ultimately a lullaby puts you to sleep. In any case, let's go around and give our scores out of 10, along with a quick justification. Angus.
So this is a 6 out of 10 for me. I think it's above average. I think it's a pretty song, and I like the tone. And I do think, because I believe they were in the second semi-final. I think, it's the kind of thing that juries actually go for and respond to and are meant to vote on. We see time and time again these songs that people think are kind of sleepy and they don't really rate. They come alive with a big jury vote behind them and a smart staging concept. And I think the Portuguese get smart staging and are kind of keenly attuned to that and what they can do with it on stage. But yeah, I enjoy it. I like having it on. I happily have it on the playlist and I happily listen to it again, because it's just, I don't know, there's something calm, like it aligns your chakras listening to it. It's very spiritual is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I like it. It's a 6 out of 10. To quote Devon, it's a decent score from me.
Yeah, very same for me, 6 out of 10. I think there is definitely an element of class here. I don't think Elisa should be, disheartened by, coming up with this song and say, yes, people might not respond to it extremely positively, but there's definitely elements here that are really good and really lovely. I think it would have struggled to stand out on the Eurovision stage. I don't think it was a definite qualifier. But yeah, it's just lovely overall. Yeah.
This song, when I flash back, because when everybody was talking, I was just kind of thinking of, and it's taken me through highs and lows. There are times when it's really wrapped me and comforted me, and there's just a very soothing quality to it. Would this have qualified? I wouldn't write it off, actually. I think, it's by no means the worst entry, and it was in that sort of 7 to 11 marker. I think this could have easily slipped in. I have faith in their visual story. I think it would have, And you know what? When you listen to this song, like when it's really quiet, as it has been thanks to COVID-19, you can hear the instrumentation. There are bits of drums that get amped up. It's really sophisticated. It's very tastefully done. I've also given this a 6. I've given it
Eu não era assim, mas agora tenho medo de sentir. You know what? I don't know what she's saying, but I'm feeling something, okay? Pergunta ao tempo, ela sabe tudo sobre mim, okay? I am feeling something, even if she's fearing the feeling of fear or something like that. Long story short, beautiful song, great for a playlist. I gave it a 3.5. However, I think this could have qualified actually. That score is just based on the staging we have now. They would have changed it up, mixed it up before getting to Rotterdam, she can sing. In any case, we are not the only Wiwibloggs. There are dozens of us all over the world, and when we take their scores from Portugal via España to the UK and US, the overall global average is 5.83. So I would say this is below average overall compared to the other entries.
Well, it's above a 5, so it must be above the average. I don't know. I think that's within touching distance of our 6s.
absolutely.
I'll just say this. Only one song, I believe, got a 4 in the 4s. So it is below average. Okay, it is below average when you list everyone on a sheet.
I don't know. We've had 3s in previous years and 2s. I think if you're above a 5, that's like that. You haven't been negatively ranked down below the like median midpoint you would be on.
Well, let's give an award for not being the worst of all time. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think?
Let's give an award for being so far off the mark with a 3.5.
Says he. Who, you know what, I'll save that for the video where it comes out. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Do you have a fear of feeling? Let us know here on Wiwibloggs.
If you have issues with people giving a 3.5, then saying a song's not below average, let us know in the comments below. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more Wiwi Jury discussion videos here on the Wiwibloggs channel.
But I did say it's below average. Jonathan.
Check out all our content on the website, wiwibloggs.com, and follow us on social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we will
see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.